a site attraction na ensahwe ebia na Ghana Tourism Authority emra a oman no ede amaye ne se esese yehwe na yebodelu ema omanfo eba saa ensahwe eme nanso ye yehu ewo ha no enye enti ye frɛ Pastor Boyz for any omotina say again and your chief executive officer Honorable Mrs. Mami for Wajet. The 2 years say yenhwe na ye ni omo enka ye tuma emfama na yenhwe kwan befa so a ye besiesia said ye muhu ye no gota ewo eye Nationalism Park ha any Independence Square ha any the adiko Black Star Square ni nyina asisi enti ensuo ato a entumi enflow it is overhwe as ensuo taito a ade echi na ensuo ni ti a oba Independence Square obon se plastic rubber ne niema fin bebre gulore kwa ne so ye ba he ne be hu se eye gota ni mu no anwea doti a ayemu ma no je se ye ti anwea ni nyina afensu concrete na ye de aye gota no ache iti bebre abubu eno nso ka ho na ma eye ensuo no entumi insane enti Pastor Boyz said ye nim no omoboa omen ahunidie ensiesie e wo mansini ne mantem ye do omase se omatu omo ho asi wo se omo ebeboa. To help us. This is a tourist site attraction. When people come here in Accra, this is the most iconic place. This is one of the hotspots that gave rise to our independence. The 28th February 1948. The 28th February 1948. This is where the action took place. This is what brought nationalism. That is why we have the Nationalism Park. The chief of Osu Alata, Ni Ayiboni, on the 28th of February 1948, he called the Choboy that the people should come together after the 3 ex-servicemen were killed. So this is a very important, iconic, strategic tourist site attraction as far as our independent heritage is concerned. We can't leave this place dirty like that. It is Ghana Tourism Authority's mandate to promote our site and attraction, but it is not our mandate to keep the site and attraction neat and clean. It is the Municipal Metropolitan Assembly and Kole Klote Municipal Assembly. It is their duty. But as an organization that is very responsive, His Excellency the President appointees, he has warned and instructed us that we shouldn't just sit there and be complaining. We should solve problems. And that is why our boss, my boss, Honorable Mrs. Mami Wajeto, instructed us to get onto the site and make sure that the place is clean. We are responsive. This issue came up on social media. As you have noticed, anytime an issue comes on social media and they tag the Ghana Tourism Authority, we respond. We respond. So it is of a grave concern that we keep this site attraction very neat and very attractive, because every tourist who comes to Accra and tour operators design tour packages itineraries. They add Accra City Tour. You cannot have Accra City Tour without visiting the Nationalism Park, the Independence Arch, the Independence Square, and the rest. But because this is a free site, it is not like Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park or the National Museum that you pay before you enter. This is a free site, and people have been abusing the freedom of accessing this site with, leaving rubbish and trash. It's not good. So we want to plead with the Municipal Assembly, the College Metropolitan Assembly, to support us, because we will market the place. We want visitors to come to Ghana, but the visitors cannot come here and see filth. You cannot sell a bad product. We can't market a bad product. We want to market a good product. So we plead. Ghana Tourism Authority will ensure that we put some waste bins around, so that when visitors come here and they have rubbish and trash, they will keep it in the bins.
Yeah. Why are you going to be reaching out to the assembly to ask them to come and do what they are supposed to do?
The assembly is aware. It is their mandate, it's their responsibility. Our director of administration, Mr. Ejeni, hinted that there is a memorandum of understanding between Ghana Tourism Authority and the Kolikroti Metropolitan Assembly. So there's an already existing understanding as far as the sanitation of the site is concerned. But it looks like somebody is not doing his work. But because this is a tourist site and attraction, always the public call on Ghana Tourism Authority to come and see to the cleanliness of this site attraction. But the cleanliness is not our responsibility. But we cannot say that it's our collective responsibility. That is why we reach out to bus stop boys, as volunteers to help us to clean this site attraction. Your tourist sites and attractions, I would be very ebi ehye mainstream assemblies ebi hye ahemfo sa ebi hye ankorankoresa na esan say ya tourist site and attraction no say amanfo kɔ hɔ ensrahwɛ na say eniema nkoyi a aya nom de sobo ne bo Ghana Tourism Authority nanso ye parliament ma hye bedwafo omunyansam no omayemra Amoyemra no regulation 2019 LI 2393 2019 sa LI 2393 no say every tourist site and attraction must be licensed and regulated by Ghana Tourism Authority. They say tourist site and attraction biano as I said Ghana Tourism Authority ne registration and then adane now so bebre emaya kwan bebre my kwan say ye enforce emrana parliament apase 2019 na ye be close tourist sites and attraction bebre and so ye ko close a on be can say ena Ghana for ena mo say adwuma ukọ Jamestown baby a lighthouse no emebru no wa Jamestown no ena o mafa ena o mo hweso now so eba na hunidi e wo ho no a omo person be gi atum say omo responsibility now so obi ko no hu bibi na nya no abo Ghana Tourism Authority di iti parliament emra no wa emra no de ama Ghana Tourism Authority say onhwe na oma emra no enya adwuma say Ghana Tourism Authority ye hye say ye be ma emra na ye adwuma hotel restaurant nightclub chop bar every facility ye wo LI bebre act na Ghana Tourism Authority in 2011 Act 817. After Act, legislations are now say bylaws be account 2016, 2019, and the account 2020 every year be a parliament select committee tourism. Based on any cost tourism no more inquiry. Enti Emrana Parliament ashishe Ediama Ghana Tourism Authority. Yebeshe ana ama Emrano aye.
Dear one of me here, fear my work. I'm going to trade money. I'm going to be a Mupasa Ghanaian to my cost.
And what they have a brain as we democracy by enforcement of the law, your tax forces are and no more shall say the dear. Nipa share biana on the diva call. Tim Comas and Components Ambra. No more active security now. And nearby police voice me up on one day. I probably pure Robert to put in one of the chain and any man recognition for the blues. And I say that the home with the walls are behind the woman. I've been so here, simply ceremony for those almost and come one day. I won't leave now in America, in Korea. I mean, over 40% of that population is employed. I mean, I hear you directly in sanitation. It is a bit baby, do us on my head. No blue room, no blue when you my area. Say, Qualicote, to all age man will fit outside Qualicote already. Into few granny of friends will be waiting about a check. Yet the mobile room, my dear, you are back. Resource in terms of cleanness and so. Even I feel so better the background is also saying, yes, I could. And there were a lot of equipment and year cleaning. If it says street sweeper, I read you say you see the guy prior and see pound opera and the street sweeper. And we me apply 1 kilometer in maybe 30 minutes. With the 2 nipa bed 200 and 300 because of prana. As an man take me up one. I've been so bit said that's me again. So the rubber and coffee and the concrete dustbins. And I just say from classroom maybe I had to think while for no more. Yeah, mom, my dream being about brand. Young church homes are rubber in front of them. Yeah, mom, dustbins there. Yeah, plastic there. They would didn't be car and your ball out. And 1 year, the organic fertilizer. In the 9th animal in now, so they could well, I've been 10 years now. As a year, what happened in she has half on the van. On one day, Peter, on a face from home. Oh, in idea on Nakapuama. In fact, Ghana and I may in I own bumpers one. I was waiting at an hour deeper.
Full name in position.
From a henny back with yourself. I'm now here covered by the time before bus stop.
I'm speaking on behalf of my Chief Executive Officer, Honorable Mrs. Mame Ifwa Wajeto, the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority. As we all know, this is the birthplace or the cradle to our independence. And in every tourism destination that you have a square. Square is the melting point of tourism. So the Independence Square of Ghana, Accra, which is the cradle to our independence, gave rise to our independence significantly on the 28th of February 1948. Right behind us is the chief of Osu Alata, Ni Ayi Kwabena Boni. He led the uprising or the revolution of the British colonial rule that supervised the killing of the 3 ex-servicemen, which is at our extreme left-hand corner. So this site is a very significant heritage site as far as our heritage tourism is concerned. Now, as an authority, the Ghana Tourism Authority, our key mandate is to promote our tourism site and attraction or the destination. Therefore, we cannot look unconcerned that the sanitation of this free access site attraction is not a responsibility. I know some parastatal agencies like the National Security is responsible for managing the Independence Arch and the Independence Square. However, this part of the square, which is the Nationalism Hero Park, is being managed by the Ghana Tourism Authority. Unfortunately, we have not opened it to the general public. So you can see that it's an enclosed area. It was commissioned or opened December last year. But due to 1 or 2 infrastructure, constraints, it's not fully open or accessible. However, the surroundings also add up to the beauty of the site and attraction. And like I said, it's our collective responsibility. In the wisdom of our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he stated recently when he met the ministers that I did not appoint you to occupy space. I appointed you to solve problems. Therefore, seeing this eyesore at the center of our tourist attraction, we cannot look unconcerned. So we reach out to Bus Stop Boyz. In fact, Bus Stop Boyz approached us about 2 months ago in our early days. And because we had not settled, I told them that they should have some time. I had to confer with my boss, and my boss approved that we can engage them. So today, we had the opportunity of engaging them to take the initiative of cleaning, desilting the gutters. Like you rightly said, probably, I don't know whether I have to borrow your word that the place had been abandoned. Yeah, but if not abandoned, then what else? Because you could see that the depth of the debris or the silt in the drains so heavy. It means that it has been accumulated for a long time. I don't know the last time that the drains was desilted, but like I said, we have to take that responsibility. It's a collective responsibility. The sanitation of the area is the preserve of the Municipal Metropolitan Assembly, which is called Clothing. But because it's a tourist site and attraction, we also have a shared responsibility in the beauty of the site and attraction. Now, our Director of Administration, Mr. Ejeni Mbati, and our Director of Corporate Affairs, Reverend Jose Aruna Nelson, he made it clear, known to me, that there's a memorandum of understanding between Ghana Tourism Authority and the Usukole Klote Municipal Assembly, which means one party to the agreement is not doing their part of the obligation. However, and I would like to quote again His Excellency, I did not appoint you to occupy space. I appointed you to solve problems. So we will not wait for Kwale Klote to do it. That is why we have taken it upon ourselves to engage volunteer, spirited youth who have dedicated their lives to the cleaning and the sanitation of our communities, the bus stop boys. And I want to commend them for volunteering to do this for us. Collectively, we can make Ghana a better place for us all. As I know, my colleague journalists, you've traveled, you've seen tourism destinations, the beauty of it, how they treasure and honor their heritage sites and attraction. We cannot look unconcerned and see the deterioration of this monumental, iconic heritage site. We all have a responsibility and a role to play.
So I want to believe that this will be replicated at other tourist sites?
Absolutely. Like Bus Stop Boys suggested, we want sustainable measures. It shouldn't be a one-off thing, a flash in the pan. How do we? They have suggested some of the best sustainable ways. For instance, having a concrete bin that will collect, the waste, and also doing the waste separation or segregation is the best way for us to also recycle the waste. So we imbibe ideas that will help us. Every tourist site and attraction, you call us to come in, we support. Now let me make it clear. From the LI 2393 regulation 2019, every site and attraction, per the laws of Ghana, as Parliament passed, is supposed to be licensed and regulated by the Ghana Tourism Authority. Unfortunately, some of the sites and attractions are not in the ownership of Ghana Tourism Authority. Therefore, we are pleading and urging every site and attraction, whether it's man-made or it's nature or it's heritage or it's traditional, whether it's managed by a local community traditional authority, they must go to the nearby Ghana Tourism Authority offices and register the site and attraction. Now, after registration, we'll take them through, the management procedures and how they should manage the site and attraction. It's against the law. It's a law that was passed by the Parliament of Ghana in 2019. And we will soon be enforcing the laws. As you saw recently in the news, we went to Kwale to sanction one of the resorts. The swimming pool had turned into like a fish pond, so dirty and unsanitary, and people are swimming in it. We will not sit unconcerned. This is the reset agenda. We will ensure that we will all play, to the rules and regulation of the game. We will not sit down. So if you see anything that is not going well, that is the responsibility of Ghana Tourism Authority. You can reach out to us on social media. We have responded or intervened swiftly to issues and incidents on social media. This is not the first time. Anything that happens on social media that the Ghana Tourism Authority is dragged in, our CEO, Honorable Mrs. Mami Fuawajeto, will dispatch the team and readily will get down onto the field and make sure that the issue is resolved. So we are here to serve. We are here to serve the good people of Ghana, and we are committed, we are dedicated, and we do as the mandate given to us by His Excellency the President. Notice something they will share with us. The drainage of the Nationalism Park and this drainage outside, there's something we need to know so that after the clinic, we take over. And when we take over, we ensure the sustainability of the clinic.
Understand the drain needs this structure.
A drain from the Nationalism Park.
That's supposed to end in this very receiver.
So the drainage from the park, it has been blocked, which means if we don't solve this, it is going to affect the drainage of the park. Mr. Nanese. So the park that was constructed, we didn't take cognizance of the drainage system. It's being blocked from here. So it means that the drainage doesn't come from here. Over time, this park will be affected. So we need to clear that and get and connect it to here. Weeds. Okay.
That's what we are doing for the day.
So it means that the water doesn't flow from this side to the main drain.
The sand, there's a lot of sand in there that has aided the roots to grow.
Okay.
Until the end, look at this part. This is actually how
It's supposed to flow. The water is supposed to flow.
the drain itself produces a bit of